Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Thursday workout. We're going to be recovering from our heavy deadlifts from yesterday with a nice low and slow workout. So a reminder for these ones is we want your heart rate no lower than about 120, no higher than about 140, or somewhere in that 75 to 80% of your max heart rate range, or your max aerobic heart rate range. And what that means is it should be conversational, it should be pleasant, it should be sweaty, and it should be continuous with no big breaks, okay? So if you find yourself having to stop and put your hands on your knees, or for any other reason, stop working out, right, because of fatigue, that means that it is too hard. So we have to pick a pace at which allows you to continuously move for the entire 45 minutes of the workout in all these different movements. So a lot of times that means scaling down the relative difficulty of a movement or going a little bit slower on your cardio, but simply not stopping, all right? 2 minutes warm-up pace cardio, and then we'll go into this really short warm-up set, 20 reps on each side of our calf raise and AT raise complex. So make sure on the calf raise you're getting your ankles as extended as you can get them, squeezing your toes towards the ball of the feet, and then on the opposite direction, our heels drive down and our toes pull up, so you should feel the toes on the inside of the shoe. Then we're gonna get our Cossack squats, so nice and slow with the Cossack squat, and feel free to use the support from the rig or a ring, but we're shifting onto one foot, keeping both heels down, stretching at the bottom as you go down there. Don't bop up and down with that one, take it nice and slow, get a good hip stretch and Achilles stretch on that one on the bottom. Last one is a 30-second monkey hang. So whether you have your feet on the ground or your feet off the ground, try to continuously hang for 30 full seconds. So this would be a good bar for me to work on this on, because I can get my feet off the ground, but then if I start to slip, I can put my tippy toes down, and then I could give a little bit more support to my hands, giving me a 30-second stress on the grip, okay? And that's the goal for that one. As soon as you're done with that, all you really need is an ab mat and a kettlebell. And a plate, because we're gonna do some heel taps from the plate. So not a lot of equipment, just a couple little things here. And we're gonna say 3, 2, 1, go on a 45-minute clock. And the first thing you're gonna do is a 2.5K row, all right? So think in the range of 10 to 14 minutes on the rower. My goal in totality for this workout is to get 2 rounds through at that zone 2 cardio pace, but 2.5K row. Then you're gonna hop off the rower and you're gonna do 20 reps of the ab mat sit up. Make sure your fingertips and your shoulders get to the ground every time, and then try to reach up and touch your fingertips to your toes every time, or get your shoulders forward of your hips when you sit up. So a lot of times when we're doing our ab mat sit ups where either like I don't reach all the way, I'll stop right here and I don't get that last little bit of the sit up. Shoulders forward of the hips is where we wanna be at the top of the sit up. And if you need to use a band from the rig to help pull yourself up, that can help out with the range of motion of the sit-up. Next, you're gonna do kettlebell good mornings and then kettlebell or Russian kettlebell swing. So the good morning is a slower version of that hip hinge, right? I'm just pulling the kettlebell tight to my body, right? Engaging my lats, engaging all the muscles in the upper back that hold my posture steady. And when I'm done with 12 of those, I'm dropping into the more explosive, quick one. And this can be with a nice light kettlebell, right? 20 reps, and then we're gonna do 20 reps on each side of our single leg heel tap. So reach down, just barely tap that heel. They should be about this pace, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, about that fast. You should feel a really good burning in the quad and the glute on the leg that's working. 20 reps on each side. And if you wanna get a little bit more stress out of this one, a little bit more depth, just stack another plate, or you can just reach your foot out further to go down a little further. But I don't want this to be a squat. This is just a shallow knee bend. The purpose of the single leg heel tap is all about regeneration, remodeling in the patella tendon, and strengthening that knee joint, okay? That's the purpose of that one. Hope you guys have a great one. Enjoy your low and slow, and I'll see you for a little finisher next on Friday.